Hello, I'm Lofty Snowman, and this is Agricola. I'm going to be showing off an Automa that I created for one player or two players that allow you to play Agricola as if it were the four-player setup. And the name of that Automa is Berthild. Berthild comes with a print-and-play rule book that kind of explains how everything works, and a deck of 24 mini Euro sized cards. I'm going to briefly explain the rules and how to run the Automa, and then we'll do a full playthrough just to kind of show how it feels and flows. Over in this corner, you'll get a zoomed in view of each Automa card as it is played. So, what is Berthild? This started as a completely different Automa named Amelia, which is still out there and you can find, but I refined it and played with it more, and it grew into a simpler version, and now we have Berthild. You're going to be playing the game as a human, as you always would be, and if you're playing with two people, the humans are playing as they always would be. At the start of the game, you are always the first player. Berthild is always going last in the beginning. So you do your setup for four people, take your turn, and alternate with Berthild as if she were also taking turns. So for example, in the first round of the game, I put out my worker, then Berthild takes her actions and puts out a worker. Whenever Berthild takes a turn during a round, Berthild is going to play what are effectively three workers, simulating three other players having gone before you get to take another turn. So, quick rundown of the rules. Berthild does not have a supply. All you have to give Berthild at the start of the game are the fences from one player whose color is not being used, and two workers from the same color. Berthild takes actions by revealing these Automa cards, and you can see that they have four properties. In the top left corner, you have Berthild's action space movement. This shifts Berthild around on the action spaces because she will be blocking you and taking resources and doing a few other things. In the top right, you have Berthild's placement for that turn, where the workers that they're going to play wind up on the board. In the bottom left, you have Berthild's major improvement movement, because Berthild can claim major improvements and optionally score them. When you finish playing all 14 rounds of the game, you tally up your score as normal, and then reveal one of Berthild's Automa cards. In that bottom right-hand corner is the scoring value that they will start with. So each round, you take a turn, reveal Berthild's next card, put fences on actions, sometimes carry out those actions, and then go back and forth until the round is over. Things to keep in mind: if Berthild takes the meeting place, then Berthild becomes the first player in the next round. If Berthild claims a space that has a major improvement on it, like this guy, then Berthild is going to walk down these cards and claim one. The way that Berthild places things is you're going to start by putting one of her workers on the top left major improvement, the fireplace that costs 2 brick. You're going to put the second worker on the newest action space that has been revealed each round. So at the end of every round, you're going to bring all the workers home, bring back all of Berthild's played fences. Then at the start of the next round, during preparation, you reveal the new action space and put Berthild's worker out there. After you take your action, you reveal a new card for Berthild. And this top left worker movement or action space movement, provides an amount and a direction. So with this board setup, Berthild is going to the west 2 spaces. Now, whenever Berthild is picking between the long edge of a card and 2 spaces, and Berthild will always pick the lower option. So 1, 2, Berthild would land on the grove. Should Berthild move off the board during the action space movement, Berthild wraps around in the same row. Okay, so the card that we played has Berthild land there. Then for each turn that Berthild takes, grab 3 fence pieces, or if you're playing with 2 humans, then 2 fence pieces, and look at the fence placement movement. This will have a number and a direction. Berthild begins looking for spaces where the action space worker landed. So Berthild would place a fence on the grove. The direction is south and the number is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Berthild would take the left lesson space. 1. Now we've moved off the board. When Berthild moves off the board during fence placement, they scoot over to the next column on the right if you're going south. So in our case, it'd be 1, 2, 3. But if Berthild was moving to the north, you go to the bottom of the left column and continue counting from there. But when you move off the board, the top left, you always go to the newest revealed action card. When you move off to the bottom right, you always go back to the cops. So, in our case, 1, 2, 3, Berthild would have gotten the meeting place, take first player, and the round continues. Berthild will then move the worker to the last space that they placed a fence. However many workers the human with the most workers has dictates how many fences Berthild will play in a given round. So at the start of the game, I have 2 workers. Berthild will put out 3 fences for each of those, so a total of 6 fences. In a 2-player game, Berthild would use whoever has the most. So if one human has 3 and one human has 2, Berthild will try to place 9 fences for the player that has more workers. Let's say that we had played a little bit, and Berthild has the action space movement and lands where I have a worker. Berthild is allowed to land their action space worker on top of someone else's worker, or on top of an occupied space with one of our fences. That just means when checking to place fences in the next step, you do not place here because the space is occupied by a worker. Using the card that we have up, it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This place is occupied. 1, 2, 3, occupied. 1, 2, 3, occupied. 1, 2, 3. But as you're placing fences, if you ever land on or pass over Berthild's action space worker, you scoot it 1 space in the direction that you've been moving and start over with your counting. So Berthild would go here, 1, 2, 3. After Berthild places fences, before finishing their turn, let's say Berthild went here, and then 1, 2, 3. After you move Berthild's worker, you resolve the spaces that Berthild landed on. If that space had resources on it, you just scoot them off the board. During the playthrough, I'll probably just move them back onto the accumulation spaces. If Berthild has a major improvement, then you refer to the major improvement area of the Automa card and move that many spaces to the right. On the major improvement board, whenever Berthild hits an edge, start over on the left in the alternate column. Berthild will finish their movement and still counts any space even if there's no improvement there. And if Berthild is on an improvement but has not claimed it yet, a human player may still buy it. It'll just leave Berthild there on the space. And that's all that there really is to set up. So I'm going to reset here, put out resources, get finished setting up for a 4-player game, and then we'll get going. I've set up the board for a 4-player game. I've dealt out the new action space card for the round. The accumulation spaces are all loaded. I have my 2 workers, my 2 food, and I'm the starting player at the beginning of the game. Since this is the first round of the game, Berthild starts up here on the fireplace that costs 2 clay. And every round, after you reveal the new action space, Berthild will start there. I'm going first. The only thing I've really done so far is I did take a little peek at my minor improvements and occupations to give me some idea of some things I'd like to do during the game. Full disclosure, I really like Agricola, but I am not the best Agricola player. I'm going to start by doing a free lesson. Scoot these guys, give me some room. And I'm going to play this guy, which gives me some nice benefits when I use traveling players. Okay. Now it's Berthild's turn. Very quick, very easy. Flip over Berthild's next Automa card. Okay, Berthild is going to go 2 spaces to the east. 1, 2. Looping around to the bottom of the 2 places that the worker could have gone in that row. And then we're going to place the 3 fences. 1 where Berthild is. And then we're going to go up 1 space at a time. And place on each one. 1. Loop to the column to the left. 2. Alright, then we take Berthild's action space worker and put it on where the final fence landed. Then we carry out each action. So Berthild takes the first player pawn, doesn't do anything with minor improvements, doesn't do anything with farm expansion, but we still have that space occupied, so now the humans can't use it this turn. And Berthild does not have a supply, but we do remove resources from accumulation spaces where Berthild landed. You'll see here I just scooted it back onto the name of the space to ease the preparation phase replenishment. I'm going to play another occupation. This one's going to cost me 1 food. And the occupation is this guy. It's going to make it a little easier to get food sometimes. One thing to note here is you'll see poker chips on the board. That's just how I like to play Agricola instead of having a million little tokens rolling around on the board. You can use the tokens if you prefer, play however you like. I just find it a little faster, especially when I'm playing solo, to do the poker chips. Okay, I've taken my second action. Now Berthild. Their worker is where we left them. Reveal a new card. 5 spaces to the east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fishing. And 2 spaces down at a time. So, starting on fishing, 1, 1, 2, the grove, 1, 2, the hollow, ouch, oh, snapping up resources. So for those, we're just going to scoot them over to make replenishing a little faster. Again, Berthild has no supply. And that's the end of the round. That's all that it takes to run Berthild each round. So now we do the returning home phase. Pull back our workers. Pull back Berthild's workers. And then we do the preparation phase again. Reveal a new round card. The sheep market. Place Berthild's action space worker on the sheep market. and then refill accumulation spaces. So put out some wood into the copse, some wood into the grove, scoot back a hollow. Actually, I think the grove Berthild had taken. Scoot back that. Scoot. Another reed. Another clay. More wood in the forest. Okay. Oh, and a sheep, of course. Now, unfortunately, Berthild is going first. So it's the same. You run Berthild the same whether they're going first or last. If you're playing with two humans, Berthild always starts going last, and you pick whoever to go first. Whoever loses the pawn to Berthild is going last. The other human goes second, but Berthild goes first. Once somebody snatches the pawn back, then it's human with the pawn, human no pawn, Berthild is the player order. So when Berthild is starting this round, let's reveal a card. 4 spaces to the east. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. She lands on the sheep. And 2 spaces at a time to the north. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Berthild takes the sheep. Berthild takes the reed. You'll see I like to put the fences vertical and then turn them as I play, just to make sure I haven't skipped any of her actions. And then move the action space worker to the last place where Berthild played. That's all for Berthild that turn. My turn. Berthild unfortunately snagged the forest. I was hoping to use my loudmouth over here. I'm going to need 3 food. I could use a space that Berthild has occupied thanks to my spin doctor. I'm not sure that I want to, but I do need food. I think I'm going to get back the first player marker. Then Berthild reveals a new card. 1 space to the east. This is looping from a short space back to a short space, as opposed to a card to a short space. So you stay in the same row. 1 to the east is the resource market, and then north 2 at a time. So, resource market, 1, 2, the copse. Whenever you go north off of the top left space, you go to the newest action space card. So, 1, and then when you go off the board otherwise going to the north, it's just the next column over. So from here it's 1, 2. Down to fishing. Move the worker down there. Nothing. Burn that resource. Burn that resource. Now, I have another action here. I also don't know if on my last turn if I even had any occupations that I can play, let alone ones I want to play. Or minor improvements, rather. I don't think so. Maybe we'll just plow a field. Alright. Since I was going last, the round is now over. Bring everybody back home. Preparation phase for the next round. Reveal a new card. Refill the resources. Sheep. Okay, we've got sewing available. And I'm going first. Need some food. Gonna need 4 food because we're playing by the regular 4-player rules here. Got some decent clay out there. Thinking I like that clay and I'd like a major improvement to help generate some food. Let's give it a go. Snap up this 4 clay before Berthild eats it. And Berthild gets a turn. I did not put her worker out. She'll start there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks, Berthild. Snapping up my baked bread. And 2 to the north. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm just zipping through here, scooting things around. Let's snap up that cooking hearth. Add that to our tableau here. Just going to go ahead and set these back in here to be refilled. Berthild's going again. All right. Sometimes Berthild will have a 0 on their action space movement, and that means you just begin where they left off last time. So you start counting 1 up from the clay pit in this case. I've already taken the clay pit, so 1. I'm on major improvement. Loop to the next column. 1, 1. Berthild did sack the forest. And that's it. Everybody come home. And next round. All right, I better start working on some food here, because we got a harvest. I got a harvest coming up. I've got people to feed. Just sliding some tokens around here. All right. Berthild starts over on fencing this round. Think I hit everything. My first action is take these sheep, and I'm going to just immediately turn them into food. So I'll set this guy back here for later. Get myself 4 food from those sheep, thanks to my major improvement over here. Now Berthild, where's Berthild going? 2 spaces to the west. We're going from a long edge to a short edges. Always choose the lower option in that case. 1, 2, day laborer. And 3 spaces at a time to the north. So start on day laborer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Clear off traveling players. Day laborer. Grain seeds. Oh, how could you, Berthild, do something that advances your game plan and not mine? Okay. I've got food, but I'm also not really getting a whole lot done here. I'm going to eventually need more workers. I'm going to need more rooms. I'm not loving my occupations and minor improvements this game. That's just how she goes. I'm sure there's some wonderful combo here I'm not seeing. Let's do... Let's get a little bit of wood. Berthild seems to be eating all the wood, but I am going to need some. Okay, Berthild takes their second turn, and Berthild will keep on taking just 2 turns until I have more workers. Berthild will take as many turns as the workers I had at the beginning of the round. All right, from where they left off, 2 spaces to the west again. This time, 3 at a time going south. 1, 2, 3, 1. Whenever you go off the right, bottom right corner, you always go back to the cops. So 1, 2, 3. Nice. Not much for me to have to manage. She didn't eat too much. She ate the fishing. All right. End of the round. We have a harvest. During the harvest, Berthild does nothing. You just walk through your normal harvest steps. Got to feed my guys and gals. I have no fields to harvest. I have no babies. Forgot to bring my dudes back. That's fine. Okay, and that's the end of the harvest. We made it through. Very little progress, but we're getting there. Do preparation. Next round, set out Berthild. and refill all the accumulation spaces. Get some wood in the grove, a little clay in the hollow. Fill the food. Reeds, clay, little wood. Sheet comes back. Get my stone out here. There we go. Thankfully, I'm still going first. The nice thing about Berthild is it's always going to be a challenging game, and each game's going to play out quite different. Sometimes Berthild will really hone in on that meeting place and keep snapping first player from you. Sometimes Berthild will eat up a ton of resources. It's a lot of fun. I'm going first. What do I want to do? What do I want? I got a little bit of wood last time. A little bit of reeds would be nice. There's a nice chunk of wood available in the forest right now. How much wood do we have? We have 6 wood. A little bit more wood. We might be talking 2 rooms, so I think I'm going to hop over there. And Berthild takes an action. Going 1 to the west, and 1 at a time south. All right. Snaps up that sheep again. My turn. If Berthild does not take that reed, I could get 2 rooms worth next turn. But if she does take that reed, I'll be a little bit hosed. I think I'll take the reed. All right, Berthild gets another turn. Going to a lower space. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 at a time to the north. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Off the top left of the board, we go to the latest action space. 3. All right. Berthild takes the quarry, resource market, and traveling players. I took my 2 turns. Berthild took their 2 turns. Call back the workers. And also my workers. Next round. Feel an action space. Berthild starts on over there. Replenish. Berthild has been snapping up a lot. Goods. Here, some wood for the forest. Come back to us, sheep. And stone. Okay. Got Berthild out there. I'm still starting. Yay me. Alright. Got a nice supply of stuff. Could get a little food and start working toward a bigger house. Thinking that's the way to go. Pick up a little food. Grab ourselves a stone and another reed. Okay. Berthild's going. 1 to the west. Placing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, but I'm here. 1, 2. There we go. Takes the cops. Takes the lessons. Takes the stone. Alright. Build some rooms. Spend all of my reed. And a good chunk of my wood. That's 10 wood. Do I want any stables? What else do I need that wood for? Some fences. I'm going to skip it. Sit on that wood for now. Okay. Berthild, once again, is staying right where they left off. 1 at a time to the south. So that space is already taken. 1. That space is taken. 1. 1. Alright. Eats the food. Blocks that space. It's going to finish up here. And unfortunately takes first player. Okay, next round. Call back all the dudes. Oh, there we go. Replenish. There, get that there. Some food, some reed. Little clay. A little wood. Sheep. Can't remember if that sheep was taken or not. I don't think so. Let's go ahead and set out Berthild here. And here we go. Berthild starting the round now. 3 spaces to the east. 2, 3. And 2 spaces down at a time. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, I forgot the space started on. Scoot down there. Clear off these guys. My turn now. Gonna need a little food. Not a lot. If I do traveling players, I won't have enough food, but I could use a Berthild space. Berthild did not take anything I care about. If I grow my family, I'm going to need 3 food. Let's do that. Let's hope that Berthild doesn't take the sheep. Well, I don't like playing very risky. Let's go ahead and take the sheep first. Immediately going to turn that into food with my cooking hearth. Berthild. 4 spaces west. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Grove. And up 3 at a time. 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's how she goes sometimes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got me on that. Basic wish for children. Okay. Gonna take the wood and the reed. And that's it. I have a guy left. Could get first player back. A lot of wood back in the forest. Well, a bit of wood. Ooh, so much clay, though. So much clay in the hollow. Let's grab it. I went second. So now the round is over. We have a harvest. Got 2 people to feed. No fields, no animals. I think I put those. And that's it. Just bring all the stuff home. All right. Getting into the back half of the game here. New round. Berthild's action space worker. Refill all the goods. Some food over there. Reeds. Oh, nice chunk of clay building up there too. Forest's getting lush. Berthild is still first. Thanks, Berthild. Okay. 1 to the west. We're going to go 1 at a time to the north. Easy. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Took the stone. My turn. I would like basic wish for children, but also like to have the meeting place. Let's get that kid, though. Can always use another worker. Berthild's turn. Ooh, do I have any minor improvements, actually, that I want to play now? I don't think that I do. Well, it doesn't cost me anything. I'll go ahead and play this small basket, since I have 2 occupations. Stay in the same place, one at a time to the north. Ooh, just going to chew through all this. There's, right there. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. I have another person. There's not a lot of spaces that I care a whole lot about right now. I might want to do a major improvement here so I can bake bread. I have a fancy thing about getting the joinery in the well. I forgot about my loudmouth. I owe myself a food from that. From when I took that clay. Probably a few other things, won't worry about that. Let's go grab this pile of clay while we're here. And that's 5 resources, so I get another food from my loudmouth. New round. No, is it new round? Yes, Berthild is going first. I placed my second worker. New round. Call everybody home. Better come up with some food. Got 6 food I've got to come up with. And now Berthild is going to be placing 9 fences around because I have 3 players, 3 workers. Reveal the card. Out the worker. Replenish all of the goods. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Clay for the clay pits. Give a tenner here. I think so. 6, 7, 10. Okay. The sheep, the stone, a pig. Okay. I think we're ready. Berthild is still first. What's Berthild going to hit us with? 4 to the west. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 to time down to the south. So 1, 1, 2, 3. Oof. 1, 2, 3. Just stocking up on clay to buy some major improvements. Alright, Berthild's going to hop down here. Took it. Took it. Took it. Now, when Berthild resolves this major improvement, we just refer to this major improvement movement icon, little red X. Hexagon has a 1. So Berthild's going to hop over 1 space, stop the movement. There is an improvement here. So we just kind of bring it, flip it face down for Berthild. If you're playing with Farmers of the Moor, Berthild just claims the top of the 2 improvements that are available. At the end of the game, if Berthild has collected some major improvements, if you want a harder challenge, you can shuffle these up and deal 3 of them and add the score on the 3 improvements to the base score on the Automa card that gets revealed. Okay, that was Berthild's first turn of this round. I gotta do something here. I have some extra people that could be useful for snapping up first place, but I want to get this forest. It's pretty loaded, and that'll give me a food also from my loudmouth. Thanks, loudmouth. Doing good on food here. What do we got? We got 5 food. We're just 1 shy now. Okay, Berthild. 3 to the east. 1, 2, loop back to this bottom. 3. 2 at a time to the south. 1. Oh, 1, 2. It hurts. Yep, that's how Berthild does it. Takes the traveling players. Yoink the meeting place, blocking occupation. So much for getting back first player. Let's see here. Hmm, 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 hmm. She also took my plowing spot, which is so helpful. Maybe we'll stock up on farming supplies. Let's pick up a veggie. Is there a way I could get veggies? So I'm gonna use the reed. That ain't happening. Let's get a veggie. Berthild's final turn of the round, because I have 3 workers. 1 space to the east. And again, you see this space is occupied, but Berthild still starts here. That's fine. 1 at a time down. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Where'd this come from? Over here, maybe? I get 1 more turn. Oof, I do have room for another guy, but I don't have food, do I? 3, 4, 5 food. I need 1 more food. Berthild took the sheep. Oh, there's a pig, though. Pig's 3 food. Maybe pick up that food from here so I can get a stone and a reed. And another food here. Okay. Do we have a harvest this round? Say goodbye to all of my food. I don't have anything planted. I don't have any animals. We're doing like super great with just 5 rounds remaining. Call back the people. Call back Berthild's fences. Very skinny people. Okay. New round. The cows. Let's go find a cow. There we go. That there. Going backwards because I love making even more mistakes because I'm going the wrong direction. There we go. 1 here. And some wood. Boom. Boom. Here, get a 3 under there. Get some 1s back. And a 3 under there to get some 1s back. Now we're talking. Flush with 1s in my stash of poker chips. That's good. Put Berthild on the cow. And Berthild is still going first. 2 to the west. Loop down. 1, 2. Oh, Berthild. Oh. Oh, Berthild. 3 at a time to the north. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, for all intents and purposes, these spaces are occupied. So if you have cards about other players using a particular space, if Berthild lands there, Berthild has used it and will trigger those effects. I probably have enough wood to drop like a billion fences. Like to snap up a cow and a pig, and we're going to need food. Think, we got this turn and next turn, let's get some more people. There we go. Do I have any minor improvements that I care about? I'm doubting it. I'm really doubting it. I can make my people eat wood. Not sure I want to do that with one of these improvements. Sounds like a tough way to live in an already tough landscape, having to eat wood. No improvement. Definitely not going to be a high-scoring game here. Let's see. Berthild's going to the west. Here twice. 1, 2. And down 3 to... Oh, I think she's going to just jump right over the cow, thankfully. There. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That was close. I thought I was about to lose the cow. Yoink the wood off the copse. Oh, that's a lot of clay she ate. Oh, she ate such clay. Okay. Now we have 2 more workers. Let's make some fences. I have all the wood in the world. 14 wood. See what we can make here. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of animals and a lot of breeding. So just a couple small pens might be nice. That ate up 7. So got a few left. Let's see, that's another 5. 12. Pigs, cows, sheep in this game. Let's be optimistic. We do it like this guy. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think I like that better. Okay. So that was 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 of my wood, which is all of my wood. Goodbye, wood. That was my turn. I think Berthild has 1 turn remaining. 3 spaces west. 1, 2, 3. 3 at a time south. 1, 2, 3, but I'm here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the pigs. 1, 2, 3. She's there. This guy. 1, 2, 3. She's there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got the piggies. Okay. I think I hit all of the spots. Final maneuver. Final move. Got that veg. I need some grain. Let's get that. Ooh, not a harvest. Good. It's not a harvest. The cow, though. Grain. Let's get the grain. All right, I'm going last. So that was it. No harvest. Call back the workers. Oh, that's right. I only just picked up my 4th guy, so it's not. Next round is when it's going to be really rough. Okay. New round. Okay. Replenish the goods. And as Berthild takes more stuff, it's a little easier to replenish, honestly. Boink. Got it. 3 wood on the forest. Oh, the sheep survived. Sometimes Berthild's all about grabbing the sheep. Pig. 2 cows. Oh, man, I'm not going first, but I'd love 2 cows. Oh, man, we've got no food and 8 people to feed. Let's see how Berthild's going to mess with me this time. 1 space. If I put a worker up. 1 space to the east. Hollow. Going 1 at a time down. Boom, boom, boom. Got that over there. That over there. Okay. My turn. We're getting towards the end of the game. I'd like to get that cow, and I'd like to get some food, but also would like to go first. Let's regret our choices. I got it. Berthild, I'm certain I have no improvements that I care about. 2 to the east. Boom, boom. And 2 at a time to the north. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, major improvement. Okay. Major improvement, moving 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one hurts. I was really hoping to buy that soon. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Okay, got 3 people left. 3 people left. Need that food. Need those cows. Want those cows. They can go in this guy. Smoochy cows. I went there. I took some cows. I think Berthild gets another turn. So Berthild's deck is empty. Just going to take those cards. Give him a good shuffle. Whenever you need to draw from the deck and it's out. 5 spaces east. 2 down at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 at a time down. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, day labor. Well, I've got the cows. I could also get me a pig. But I need a lot of food at the end of this round. Oh boy. Let's see. I could eat the cows. There's worse things than having to eat the cows. Let's go ahead and snap up some sheep. And smoochy sheep. And reveal a card here. 4 to the east. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 at a time upward. Taken. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, my guy's dead. 1, 2. 1. Oh, the pig. 1, 2. Oof. Took him a pig. At least I got those sheep. Can't be too upset about that. That pig up there. Bam. And bam. Alright, unfortunately, house redevelopment. Berthild gets another major improvement here. Oh, don't need to reveal a card. We just look at the value here. 1. Oh, both stone ovens. Absolutely vicious. Alright. 4th player. Is there a way I can get food without eating my cows? I don't really need more wood. She took house redevelopment. I probably should have done house redevelopment instead of grabbing those sheep. Maybe another grain. Okay. It's a harvest round. Let's call the people back. Okay. Feed my people. Oh, goodbye, cows. Thanks to my cooking hearth. That's the 8 food that I needed. I don't have anything in my fields. I do gain 1 sheep, which is nice. So let's reveal a new action space. Out goes Berthild. Replenish. Scooting all these things back. The reed survived. The forest survived. Where's that sheep? There we go. Quarry. It's got a good amount of stone on there. Cow. Stone. Okay. First move of the turn. I am going to go here, and you are allowed to go where Berthild's action space worker is located. You just can't go where a fence is. Plowing a field. Breaking a fence. Planting veg and grain. Okay. Berthild. We hitting this time. 1 to the east. Up 2 at a time. So this will be fun. 1 all the way back over. 2. 1, 2, cow. 1, 2. Scoot that over here. Clears the grove. Cows. Takes vegetable seeds. Second move. Some reed out there. I think I really missed out on some occupations and minor improvements to boost my actions a little bit here. I do have enough material to renovate to clay rooms for a few points. I'd really like to cover up some more spaces. That's probably going to be with fields at this point. Another plow. Berthild. 3 to the west. 1, 2, 3. Oh, another improvement. Down 3 at a time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. going to pretend that I didn't want green utilization anyway. 3, 1, 2, 3. Major improvement, removing 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Fireplace. I can do no more plowing this round. Maybe we'll redevelop. Spend a reed. Spending 1 clay per room, so that's 4 clay. To upgrade to clay rooms for a few more points. Just a little bit of points. Okay. Berthild. 4 to the west. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking the quarry. 3 at a time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Quarry, move over to the sheep. Oh, both quarries. Oof. Let me pick up another green. My baked bread's an okay baked bread. Better one out there? Nope. Berthild took them. Thanks, Berthild. And Berthild's final move. Let's see, 2 to the west. 1, 2. Uh-oh. Oh, 3 at a time to the north. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sneak on over there. Okay. Call everybody back. Get back my workers. Okay. New action space. Finally. Little late now. Replenish. Oh, I totally forgot I was going to do that traveling players thing. Whatever. This. A lot of wood in the forest. A lot of wood. Pig somehow survived. Like another veg. Berthild, how are you going to ruin my plans? 1 to the east. And 1 at a time down. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. Scoot Berthild down there. Let's do another plant and sow. Berthild. 1, 2, 3 at a time down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, cows again. Okay, 2 people left. Got to come up with 8 food, and Berthild just took the cow. Plowing and sowing and baking some bread. Pigs. Pigs will give me 6. And I have trouble scoring these animals if I keep eating them, though. But there's 6 food there. 1 piggies. Definitely one of my worst performing games of Agricola, but still a lot of fun here. Let's see. Berthild. 1 to the west. 1 at a time to the north. Scoot over here. Another grain seed could be a baked bread next turn, which might be helpful. Let's do that. Grain seed. Is there a plow open, though? Yeah, I should probably snag that while it's open. Gonna harvest some grain seeds. All right, plow. Let's see. 6 from the pigs. I guess we'll harvest first. Get my goods from here. Boom, 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 boom. Could turn a vegetable into food, because I only really need one more outside of points. Vegetable and sheep and a pig. I think that's 8. Yeah. If I keep the pig, though... Nah, let's just eat him. Chomp, chomp, chomp. A little baby sheep. I think that's it. So, final round. Bring everybody home. Tilled out on the final space. Okay. Final replenish. A lot of short piles here. Clay. Oh, so much wood. That's a fat stack of wood. Boom. Get that pig and cow back out. Cool. Okay, final round, and I magically held on to first player. A ton of wood, and held on to first player. 4 guys. I have 2 of the 3 animals. Let's go ahead and snap up that cow while it's available. I knocked over my wheat. Alright, Berthild, where are you going? 2 to the east, taking a meeting place now. I'm fine with that. 1 at a time to the north. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. 3 moves remaining. I think I had a lot of points hanging out in my hand. Just a little bit of points. Still have all these goods. Want to do another cultivation. Fill up my board. Plant what I got. How does this have 2? This has 2. Anyway. Vegetable, grain, grain. Cultivation done, Berthild. Bringing up 2 to the west. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Didn't take anything. Oh, house redevelopment. Nah, I wouldn't have had enough resources for that anyway. Okay. Joinery, if I can get 7 wood, is 3 points. And I think I can turn wood into food. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy the joinery. Or only maybe 1 time during harvest you can turn it into food. I forget exactly how that works. I have no wood. Grab the wrong one. Pottery. 2 clay. 2 stone. And now I have pottery. Okay. Berthild. Not moving at all. I'm going to go 1 at a time to the north. So, boom, boom, boom. Takes the pig. Takes the stone. Alright, I got 1 guy left. And I have to come up with 8 food. I'm going to eat a chunk of clay, which will leave me, let's see, 4. It'll put me in range for the 2 points on that. 6 more food. All the big animals are probably going to get eaten. Ooh, some sheep, though. Ooh, yeah, let's eat sheep. Let's go grab those sheep so we have something to eat. 2 sheep. Okay, and I think that's it. So Berthild gets their final move of the game. 4 For all intents and purposes, we could probably just skip because the major improvements are gone, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 at a time to the north. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Cool. We'll do a quick tally up of the score here. I have 4. Oh, the final harvest. Oops. Gotta eat the guys. Gotta eat your sheep. I'll just eat 4 sheep. Boom. Eaten. Delicious. Harvest the stuff. Feed the people. Get the babies. No babies. Okay. No, nothing is missing. I have 6 plowed fields, so there's 4 points. I have 3 fenced-in pastures for 3 points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grain for 4 points. Trade these in for 10. I have 4 vegetables for 4 points. Let's see. 1 sheep, 1 point. It's fair. 1 pig, 1 point. 1 cow, 1 point. 2 points. Nothing empty. I do have 4 clay rooms for 4 points. I'll take 4 points. No stables. No stone room. 3 points per worker, so there's another 12. And 3 points hanging out on my played cards. So let's see, we got 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 37. And Berthild scored. We're going to just do a little shuffle the entire deck at the end. Shuffle the whole deck together. Play 1 card. What did I say? 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Berthild got 36. Just barely eked out a win. Now, if you're playing the more difficult variant, I definitely did not win. You shuffle up these 4 improvements that were taken and go 1, 2, 3. So the actual score you would beat in the harder difficulty is 42 this game. 2, 3, 6, plus this 36. If you want a bit more of a challenge. Well, I'm honestly shocked that I low-rolled Berthild's score and eked out a win. That was a pretty terrible Agricola score for me. But it was a lot of fun. So that's Berthild. There might have been a couple edge cases here not covered, but the rules will take care of all that and got a sense for kind of how the Automa runs here. I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to leave any questions in one of the threads linked below. Have a good one.